I was just doing some work in my garden when I decided that I wanted a drink. So I went and got a drink and sat down. Now, I've got some videos out at the moment and some that are ready to go out and that kind of thing. Now, this is my pocket computer. I don't like it. It's okay, the actual thing itself is okay, but I don't like the concept of it. So I try to stay away from it as much as I possibly can and use it as just a mobile phone. But when I've got videos that are out, new videos, or ones that are ready to go out and things like that, I do use it to some of its potential to keep on top of comments and things like that. And I've realised that there's a little bit of a conversation going on some of the videos regarding feeling uneasy when you're out and about with a Nitro car. And I thought to myself, I can help with that. Well, at least we can talk about it a little bit, because it's actually called the spotlight effect. And the spotlight effect is when you feel like every eye is on you, everyone is watching you. The reality of the matter is, nobody really cares. Nobody's really watching you. In fact, if later on in the day the people that were in the park were asked to remember what they saw in the park, they probably wouldn't even remember you with your little Nitro car. This is my Hobeo Hyper cage truggy. I was using it the other day for a hill climb, and it's fantastic at hill climbs. One of the best truggies in the world, without a single matter of a doubt. A very good example that I can think of the spotlight effect and the way other people think about it is me, right? I wear shorts all year round, 365 days a year. I don't care about the weather. I don't care about anything. People say to me sometimes, when it might be the weather like now, for example, where in the mornings it's a bit nippy, but during the daytime we go over 20 degrees and the sun does get quite hot. And I say, just wear some shorts. Or I say to the wife, wear a dress. And they say, no, people are going to be looking at me, thinking, why am I wearing shorts? The reality of the matter is, very few, if any, people, wherever we go, or wherever you go, are going to be looking at you and going, why is that person wearing shorts? It just isn't going to happen. And a lot of people blame, oh, I don't like my legs or this or that, because that's a reason to not do it. But the real reason is you're afraid of people looking at you. But the reality is, no one is. Nobody cares. Okay? And it happens all the time with all different manner of things. Nitro RC included. Because it makes a bit of noise and it's a bit smoky. But as I say, the reality of the fact is, nobody cares. Nobody in the park is going to be going, oh, look at that. You might get the odd one or two person that might have a little moan or whatever, but do you know what? Do you want to know what the key is? The key thing that you need to do is just be normal, be respectful. I'm getting a bit bored of that word, but be respectful to other people. If you go to the park and there's a woman on a towel sunbathing, reading a book, there might be a man sitting on the bench reading a book, eating a sandwich. It's quite peaceful and calm. Look around, yeah. You wouldn't even go there with an electric car. If there's people laying around sunbathing, reading books, being quiet and all that kind of stuff. That's probably one of the times when you might disgruntle one or two people, but that's just is your fault, in my opinion. You have to share places like that. So the spotlight effect is, well, I know it as a spotlight effect. It may be called other things in different parts of the world or whatever, but it's something that happens. It's just a part of daily life. A lot of people get that effect, but it seems to be quite prevalent regarding Nitro RC, and I think it puts a lot of people off of Nitro RC. The fact that they're thinking that everybody's watching them all the time, everybody's going to be judging them when they go down the park, if they go down the field or wherever. People are always going to be watching you, eyes are always on you because you're making a bit of noise, where I can tell you the fact is they're not. Nobody cares. It's as simple as that. And just because you might get the odd one person that comes across as a bit disgruntled and says, oh, you know what, you're making a bit of a noise, you know, it was all peaceful before you come along. Okay. That's just okay. Just say, sorry, I'll move on, no problem. You know, it is what it is. Don't let one or two interactions define what you want to do in your life, because everyone's different and we all like different things. Just be respectful to who's around. When you go to the park, look around. Is it relatively empty? One or two dog walkers? Okay, steer clear of them. If the dogs come close, wait for them to go. If the dog looks like it's interested in your car, stop it. Let the owner regain control of its dog, his or her dog, and carry on. Always try to be friendly with the people. Say good morning, good afternoon. You know, try to engage in a little bit of conversation. You don't have to have a full-on, full-blown conversation. Just, oh, good afternoon, how are you? Good day for a walk. See you later. That sort of thing. That's all you need to do. Shows that you're friendly. They might be friendly back. They might just ignore you and walk off. Not your problem if they do. Not your problem. Forget about it. Not your problem. If someone walks past with a dog and you say, morning, and they just go, that's their problem. Their problem, not yours. You just carry on with your day and completely forget about them. Chances are they had forgotten about you 10 minutes after. You see, it's one of the realities of the modern world, and I don't think it's particularly healthy. These things and social media and all that kind of thing are helping to drive this type of behaviour, this type of thought process, where everyone's watching us all the time, and it creates a little bit of uneasiness in a lot of people. We're in a world these days where it's normal, in fact there's a lot of pressure for people to go on all the different social media platforms and put stuff on there or watch stuff, wasting life, wasting time, constantly going through all of it and feeling judged on what you put on there. And that might not seem like it's relevant to what we call the spotlight effect when you're out and about with a Nitro car, but there's a bit of psychology there, because where we're always being watched and judged on the social media, at least we feel like we are. The reality is you're probably not. If you're someone who puts stuff on Instagram, TikTok or whatever, most people won't even know who you are unless you're one of these big creators. But you might only have, I don't know, a few thousand followers. You put in a few things on there and you think, oh look, it's got some views. You know, you're being judged, you feel like you're being watched. It's very bad for your well-being, I can tell you that now. The reality is most people who would have watched that stuff and given you that view that you can see in that number won't even remember. If they was all to be sat down and asked what they saw on that particular platform that day, your piece of content probably won't be remembered. It's the same when you're out and about with your Nitro car. So Don't worry about what other people think. They really don't care. You can be out and about. Just go out and enjoy it. If you want to get into Nitro RC or Petrol RC, because that's also a bit noisy. I'm not going to say electric, because electric RC, well, alright, if you want to get into it, get into it. But for the most part, you're not going to get very many people moan about electric cars. You won't get many people moan about Nitro or Petrol, but you're more likely to because of the noise. But no one's watching you. Nobody cares about you. And by that I don't mean they don't care about you. I mean they don't care what you're doing. They don't care that you're in the park. They don't care that you've got a Nitro car or a Petrol car. They don't care that you're going to spend an hour or two enjoying yourself buzzing around that park. It's as simple as that. Nobody cares. So you need to stop caring about it as well. All you need to do is be respectful. Think about others. If people are in the park reading books, you know, or maybe there's a yoga session going on or something like that, or encounter that I had the other day was I was in the park making a video for you lot, but for beginners, and some old people come along and they wanted to play bowls in the park. I was there first, but the thing is, I'm the one that is making a bit of noise, and plus they're older than me. Always give way to someone like that. So that's what I did. I moved somewhere else. I was happy, they were happy, we're all happy. They probably won't remember in 2 or 3 weeks' time. If someone said, oh, you know, what did you do on that particular day? And they say, oh, this and that, and we had a game of bowls in the park, this and that, and this and that. They won't turn around and go, oh, we went down the park and there was some pillock down there with a blooming noisy little car making a load of noise and smoke everywhere. They probably just won't happen. So stop thinking that everyone's watching you. The spotlight's on you, because it's not. Enjoy yourself, enjoy life, and I suppose this is meant to be about Nitro RC, to help some of you overcome your fear of people judging you for having a Nitro car. But I suppose it can be taken away in general life as well. Nobody cares about what you're doing, nobody cares about what you're wearing, nobody cares about whether you've got the latest and greatest pocket computer or not. I mean, this is a 12, an iPhone 12, whenever that came out, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares about anything what you do or what you've got. Look after yourselves, look after other people. Don't take other people for granted, and we should have a nice happy life together. I thought that was an interesting topic, and I thought I'd have a little chat about it, because I was reading the comments and people were saying that they feel nervous and uneasy about going places, and so they haven't even had a go of their brand new Nitro car yet. And to me, that is bonkers. Maybe you should become a nudist. Go and be a nudist. Then you'll really see that nobody cares. Nobody cares. Honestly. I'll see you later. Take care.